The #1 best meal to unclog your arteries, backed by science. For 20 years, I have been a cardiac surgeon, a profession that has allowed me an unparalleled, intimate view of diseased arteries. I have held calcified vessels in my hands, witnessing firsthand the progression of atherosclerosis, a condition where arteries transform into hardened, rigid pipes, much like concrete conduits. This direct experience has led me to a stark realization. Much of the commonly dispensed advice on how to unclog arteries is not only ineffective, but fundamentally flawed. The internet is awash with misleading claims. The notion that lemon water can dissolve plaque, that apple cider vinegar can cleanse arteries, or that garlic supplements can melt away cholesterol. This is simply not how our bodies function. Our arteries are not akin to kitchen plumbing, and arterial plaque is not a greasy buildup that can be flushed out with chemical solvents. The approach needed is far more sophisticated than mere cleaning or detoxifying. Understanding the true nature of plaque formation is paramount, and this understanding reveals why so many conventional strategies fall short. Plaque is not simply cholesterol adhering to artery walls like grease on a pipe. Instead, it is a complex immune response, a manifestation of chronic inflammation. It begins when oxidized LDL cholesterol becomes trapped within the artery wall. Our immune system perceives this oxidized LDL as a foreign invader, a pathogen that must be eliminated. To combat this perceived threat, white blood cells, specifically monocytes, are dispatched. These cells infiltrate the artery wall and transform into macrophages, the body's cellular garbage collectors. Their mission is to engulf and break down the oxidized LDL. However, these macrophages often become overwhelmed by the sheer volume of cholesterol they consume, becoming engorged with lipids and transforming into what are known as foam cells. These lipid-laden foam cells are the foundational building blocks of atherosclerotic plaque. Even in seemingly healthy young individuals, the beginnings of this process can be observed as fatty streaks in their arteries, visible even during autopsies of accident victims. The tragedy of foam cells is that they are trying to perform a protective function, attempting to clear the arterial environment of harmful oxidized LDL. Yet, they become trapped within the artery wall, unable to expel the cholesterol they have absorbed. They swell, become dysfunctional, and eventually die, rupturing and releasing their inflammatory contents, cholesterol crystals, and cellular debris back into the vessel wall. This triggers further inflammation, attracting more immune cells and perpetuating the cycle of plaque formation and growth. Over years and decades, this insidious process leads to the thickening and narrowing of arteries, eventually impeding blood flow and leading to symptoms like chest pain, shortness of breath, and claudication. However, the most immediate and life-threatening danger lies not in the gradual narrowing, but in the inherent instability of plaque. Plaque is not a solid, inert mass. It is a dynamic, inflamed lesion with a fragile cap. When this cap ruptures, it exposes a highly thrombogenic core to the bloodstream, triggering rapid clot formation. This sudden occlusion of an artery is the cause of heart attacks and strokes. Disturbingly, it is often not the largest, most obstructive plaques that rupture, but rather smaller, less symptomatic ones that are more inflamed and have thinner caps. This inherent instability of plaque underscores the fundamental inadequacy of conventional approaches that focus solely on the degree of arterial narrowing. While procedures like angioplasty and stenting can open up blocked arteries, they do not address the underlying inflammatory process or the plaque's propensity to rupture. They may alleviate symptoms and reduce the risk of acute events caused by severe narrowing, but they leave the unstable plaque in place, a ticking time bomb waiting to rupture. This is why a paradigm shift is necessary. Instead of merely widening arteries, we must aim to stabilize and, more importantly, reverse the atherosclerotic process. The key to this reversal lies in activating a natural bodily mechanism known as reverse cholesterol transport. This process, primarily mediated by high-density lipoprotein, HDL, or good cholesterol, involves the removal of excess cholesterol from tissues, including foam cells within the artery wall, and its transport back to the liver for excretion. HDL acts as a scavenger, binding to cholesterol ejected from foam cells and delivering it for elimination. The critical issue is that in many individuals, the machinery for reverse cholesterol transport is compromised. Specifically, a crucial protein called ABCA1, which acts as an eject button for cholesterol from foam cells, is not adequately activated. Without efficient ABCA1 function, cholesterol accumulates in foam cells, fueling plaque growth and increasing the risk of rupture. The exciting news is that this process can be influenced not by medications or surgery, but by specific dietary interventions. This is the foundation of the meal I am about to present. It is a precisely formulated dietary protocol, not a collection of random health foods, but a targeted intervention where each component works synergistically to activate specific biological pathways crucial for arterial health. Beyond cholesterol management, another critical aspect of plaque progression is calcification. As plaque matures and foam cells die, the body attempts to stabilize the lesion by depositing calcium, effectively turning the artery wall into bone. This calcification renders arteries rigid and inflexible, further compromising blood flow and increasing the risk of rupture. A coronary calcium score, obtained via CT scan, quantifies this calcification and is a powerful predictor of future cardiovascular events. The calcified plaque is not merely a marker of disease. It indicates a breakdown in the body's calcium regulation mechanisms. Vitamin K2, particularly its most bioactive form, menaquinone 7, MK7, plays a vital role in this process. Vitamin K2 activates a protein called matrix GLA protein, MGP, which is essential for inhibiting calcium deposition in the arteries and directing calcium to the bones. Unfortunately, K2 deficiency is widespread due to the limited availability of this nutrient in Western diets, which are largely devoid of traditional fermented foods like natto, the richest source of K2. Finally, preventing the initial insult, the oxidation of LDL cholesterol, is paramount. When LDL particles become oxidized, they become targets for immune cells, initiating the entire inflammatory cascade. Antioxidants, particularly those that can directly bind to LDL and shield it from free radicals, are crucial. Polyphenols found in pomegranates, specifically the aryls, the seed sacs, are potent in this regard. These compounds, known as Punicalagins, not only prevent LDL oxidation, but also enhance the activity of paraoxinase, an enzyme, on HDL particles that helps break down oxidized lipids, further contributing to arterial health and promoting reverse cholesterol transport. Therefore, the meal I am about to detail is a precisely constructed intervention designed to address these four critical mechanisms: increasing nitric oxide production for vasodilation, activating reverse cholesterol transport to remove cholesterol from foam cells, inhibiting calcification, and preventing LDL oxidation. This is not a diet for the sake of dieting. It is a therapeutic protocol grounded in scientific understanding. The first crucial component of this meal is a source of nitrates, which are converted into nitric oxide. Leafy greens like arugula or beets are excellent sources. Nitric oxide is essential for maintaining healthy blood vessel function, promoting dilation, and preventing blood cells from adhering to the arterial walls. When endothelial cells are damaged, nitric oxide production declines, leading to constricted vessels and further plaque progression. The ingenious part of this pathway lies in the interaction between nitrates, oral bacteria, and salivary glands. Dietary nitrates are absorbed, concentrated in saliva, and then converted by specific oral bacteria into nitrites. These nitrites are subsequently transformed into nitric oxide in the stomach and bloodstream. bloodstream. This process, however, is critically dependent on the presence of these beneficial oral bacteria. Therefore, the use of antiseptic mouthwashes, which kill these bacteria, can completely disrupt this vital nitric oxide generating pathway. Arugula, with its high nitrate content and ease of incorporation into a salad, serves as an ideal base. Consuming 2 to 3 cups of raw arugula daily ensures an adequate intake of nitrates. The second essential component for activating reverse cholesterol transport is high phenolic extra virgin olive oil. Not just any olive oil will suffice. It must possess a high concentration of phenolic compounds, particularly oleocanthal. This compound, responsible for the peppery sensation in the back of the throat when consuming quality olive oil, has dual benefits. Firstly, it possesses potent anti-inflammatory properties, helping to calm the immune response within the arterial walls and stabilize plaque. Secondly, and critically, oleocanthal upregulates ABCA1 expression in macrophages. This means it effectively turns on the cholesterol ejection mechanism, allowing foam cells to release their accumulated cholesterol, thus promoting plaque regression. The Predeemed study, a large-scale trial, demonstrated a significant reduction in cardiovascular events in participants consuming a Mediterranean diet supplemented with extra virgin olive oil. However, the quality of the olive oil is paramount. It must be fresh, cold-pressed, and unfiltered to retain its phenolic content. Opting for oils with a harvest date, stored in dark glass bottles, and characterized by a peppery taste indicates high phenolic content. Consuming 3 to 4 tablespoons of such olive oil daily is recommended to achieve therapeutic levels of oleocanthal. The third vital element addresses arterial calcification. Vitamin K2, specifically MK7. Unlike vitamin K1, which is involved in blood clotting, K2 plays a critical role in calcium metabolism. It activates matrix GLA protein, MGP, a potent inhibitor of arterial calcification. When K2 is deficient, MGP remains inactive, allowing calcium to deposit in the artery walls, leading to rigidity and increased risk. Natto, a traditional Japanese fermented soybean food, is the richest dietary source of MK7. Consuming approximately 50 grams of natto daily can provide a significant therapeutic dose. For those who find natto unpalatable, aged cheeses, such as Gouda, also contain K2, albeit in lower concentrations, requiring larger daily consumption. Alternatively, a high-quality MK7 supplement, 180-360 micrograms daily, can be used. This component is crucial for not only preventing further calcification, but also for facilitating the reabsorption of existing calcium deposits, thereby restoring arterial flexibility. Finally, the fourth component, pomegranate arils, provides potent antioxidants that prevent LDL oxidation. Punicalagins, the polyphenols in pomegranate seeds, have a unique ability to bind to LDL particles, forming a protective shield against free radical damage. This prevents LDL from oxidizing, thereby halting the inflammatory cascade that leads to foam cell formation and plaque progression. Furthermore, pomegranates enhance the activity of paraoxonase, an HDL-associated enzyme that breaks down oxidized lipids, further bolstering the body's defense against oxidative stress. Consuming 1 cup of pomegranate arils daily adds a delicious tartness and crunch to the meal, while delivering a therapeutic dose of these crucial antioxidants. The complete meal, therefore, consists of a substantial base of 2 to 3 cups of fresh arugula, topped with 1 cup of pomegranate arils. This is then generously dressed with 3 to 4 tablespoons of high phenolic extra virgin olive oil. For the vitamin K2 component, the ideal choice is 50 grams of natto, consumed alongside the salad. If natto is not an option, 3 ounces of aged Gouda cheese can be crumbled over the salad, or a 180 microgram MK7 supplement can be taken with the meal. This carefully constructed meal, when consumed daily, initiates the process of arterial remodeling. It is not a quick fix, but a sustained, science-backed intervention designed to activate the body's inherent healing mechanisms. It is imperative to address common objections. The concern about the high fat content, particularly from olive oil, is a product of outdated dietary dogma. Low-fat diets have been demonstrably detrimental, leading to decreased HDL cholesterol, impaired reverse cholesterol transport, increased triglycerides, and the promotion of small, dense LDL particles, all factors that exacerbate atherosclerosis. In contrast, diets rich in healthy fats, like the Mediterranean diet, have been shown to improve lipid profiles and reduce cardiovascular risk. The argument that this meal is too expensive or time-consuming is also misguided. When compared to the catastrophic costs of heart attacks, bypass surgeries, and lifelong disability, the daily expenditure on high-quality ingredients is a minuscule investment in one's health. Furthermore, the preparation time is minimal, a mere 10 minutes dedicated to a potentially life-saving intervention. The efficacy of whole food interventions over isolated supplements is also well established. Unlike synthetic vitamin pills, the complex array of synergistic compounds in whole foods like pomegranates and olive oil exert far more profound and multifaceted health benefits. Finally, while statins play a role in lowering LDL cholesterol, they do not address the underlying mechanisms of plaque reversal, inflammation, and calcification. This dietary protocol complements, rather than replaces, necessary medical treatments, creating a powerful synergy for cardiovascular health. The reason I am sharing this information with such detail is born from a deep-seated frustration with the current state of cardiovascular care. As a cardiac surgeon, I witness daily the devastating consequences of diseases that are often preventable and even reversible. The standard advice provided to patients, a low-fat diet and a statin, is frequently insufficient, leaving them vulnerable to heart attacks and strokes. The medical system, with its limited focus on nutrition and its heavy reliance on pharmaceutical interventions, often fails to equip patients with the knowledge and tools they need to truly heal their arteries. My commitment is to disseminate evidence-based information, the unvarnished truth about cardiovascular disease and its reversal, empowering individuals to take control of their health. To support this mission, I urge you to subscribe to this channel, engage with the content by leaving comments, and share this video widely. Your actions can help ensure that this life-saving information reaches those who need it most. For those seeking a comprehensive guide, I have compiled all of this information, along with detailed meal plans, supplement protocols, and monitoring strategies, into an ebook titled The Arterial Remodeling Protocol. This resource, available via the link in the description, represents a lifetime of surgical experience and meticulous research. In conclusion, while your arteries are not simple pipes and plaque is not a simple blockage, the path to reversing arterial disease is clear. It involves consistently implementing a dietary protocol that targets the fundamental mechanisms of atherosclerosis. By activating reverse cholesterol transport, inhibiting calcification, promoting nitric oxide production, and preventing LDL oxidation, you can initiate a profound healing process within your cardiovascular system. This meal is not merely food, it is medicine, a daily commitment to reclaiming your arterial health one meal at a time.